everybody, it's Tim with Collect Jurassic, and we're back with another Mattel Jurassic World toy review. Always something special when we take a long break from reviews and come back to it, and this is what we got here today that is so special, and that is the Ceratosaurus Clash Set for Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Now, we have looked at a lot of Camp Cretaceous toys on the channel, but this one has been kind of elusive. It's been kind of hard to find. Because it was due to come out here in the States at Walmart as a Walmart exclusive. But so far it's been a no-show, but it has shown up south of the border, both in Mexico and in Chile, I believe. And what's great is that I found a buddy, shout out to Jurassic World Revolution on Facebook, who was able to hook me up with a couple of these sets so I could review it for the channel. And I am very, very excited to share that with you. We'll definitely be opening this one up and taking a look at each of the figures inside. But yeah, it is a Camp Cretaceous release. By now, I'm sure most of the people watching this channel have watched season 1 of the Netflix animated show. And if you haven't, you should. But you would know that there is no Ceratosaurus in the show, but here it is in toy form. So could this be from a future season? Could it just be a cool dinosaur toy? We don't really know for sure, but in any case, it's an awesome figure, so we're gonna open it up anyway. But yeah, as you can see, it comes with Ceratosaurus and 2 Velociraptors from the Raptor Squad. I think it's Blue and Charlie. And then yeah, I love these boxes. This is just like the Camp Adventure set at Target with this nice, lovely box with the window and the figures inside. Just a really nice presentation. Does have this fun little image of Ceratosaurus on the front of the box as well. Kind of a weird looking figure, not actually the figure inside. We'll get more to that when we get to the back of the box, but also the Camp Cretaceous characters as well. Darius, Brooklyn, Kenji, Toro. But yeah, that's just the front. But on the back is where it's interesting because yeah, you do see these renders like we always have of Blue and Charlie, but you also see this Ceratosaurus figure that looks a little different than the figure inside. It's kind of got like a slanted downward pose. So I think rumor has it that that was a figure that was supposed to come out, a retool, but they ended up just repainting Ceratosaurus in the end. So there you go. But other than that, you know, that's basically the packaging. It is worth noting that like most Camp Cretaceous toys have that little pack-in card with the stickers. This one does not come with the stickers, which is kind of interesting. But I have so many of those packs now, and anyone who's collecting all of these toys probably does too. So definitely not missing it in this case. But let's go ahead and get the toys out. And I actually do have another set open. I'm not going to open this one on camera. We'll go ahead and bring the figures out. Of course, we have Blue, Charlie, as well as the star of the set, in my opinion, which is the Ceratosaurus. So we'll go ahead and go through each of these figures one by one, and hopefully while we do, they don't fall over. And I'd love to start with this Blue Attack Pack figure. Now, this would be all 4 of these figures, sorry, all 4 of the Raptors for the Raptor Squad have come out for Camp Cretaceous, and I was really hoping that this Blue figure, this Attack Pack repaint, was going to be just a slight bit different for Camp Cretaceous to kind of, with paint, to kind of justify having another Attack Pack Blue. But besides one little tiny difference, it's really kind of not that interesting. But let's go ahead and go over that. So yeah, we got the Attack Pack Blue. This is one of the first Attack Pack figures that even came out for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Back in 2018 it was. And this figure is actually a little bit different than that one. If we want to go ahead and just show that real quick. This is the original release Attack Pack Velociraptor Blue. And if you're looking at this, trying to figure out what the difference is, and you're not seeing it, it's because it's just so... Oh, this guy's not standing up. It's because it's just so subtle that you really have to know your stuff. And of course this Blue isn't going to stand now either. But yeah, so what's different about them is that leg shape. You can see that on the new version of Blue and the new version of all Attack Pack Raptors. You do have this more straight up and down leg. You can really see it on the profile view versus the original Attack Pack Raptor sculpt, where the bend in the knee is just a little more obvious. I think it's actually almost like that on both sides. I mean, you can really see on this side too how hunched up the knee is versus how it's a little bit more, expanded on the newer sculpt. But that's literally the only difference of these 2 figures. I mean, there's literally nothing else different. I was really hoping that the new figure had like a little bit of a blue metallic paint on it or something, just to make it feel a little different and maybe kind of blend in with the Raptor Squad figures that we got for, what is it, Charlie and Delta, that are Camp Cretaceous. They definitely have a metallic paint sheen on them, and I was really hoping that this would sort of have that little bit of difference. But nope, same exact figure, just with that little bit of difference in the leg sculpt. So pretty much unremarkable. We have a lot of blue figures at this point. We didn't need another one. You know, I don't think this is like a must-have for anybody, just because it is you know, basically just an attack pack figure with a reshaped leg. Otherwise, not that different. A little bit more exciting in this department is the attack pack figure for Charlie. So this would be an all new figure. It's an attack pack. Of course, we have attack packs of Charlie, but not with this color scheme. As you know, probably as a Mattel collector, they never stop tweaking their Raptor Squad colors. This is this year's version of Charlie. And this is an all-new figure for Attack Pack. And we do have a Charlie figure already released this year as part of the Savage Strike line, which I'm going to bring out. Again, it's a little more expensive. It's $10 versus if this was by itself, it'd be $8. But same exact color scheme. The pattern's a little different on them. You can see right here, it's more stripy on the Savage Strike versus kind of blotchy on the Attack Pack. But they're the exact same coloration. But of course, that Savage Strike figure is just a little bit nicer in my opinion, because it does have, you know, it does have those painted nails, and it has like that colored underjaw and sort of like a colored lighter stomach, just more paint detail because it's a more expensive figure, obviously. But this attack pack figure is all new for what it's worth. So it is a new figure unique to this set. Not just the scan code like the blue. This blue would scan differently than the previous blue attack pack, but a truly unique figure. And you know, made specifically for Camp Cretaceous. So if you get this set, you're able to do the entire Camp Cretaceous Velociraptor squad, you know, complete just for figures made for Camp Cretaceous. So that's Charlie, but the real star of this set, at least for me, is the Ceratosaurus. Ceratosaurus is an awesome species for the Jurassic franchise, only showing up in Jurassic Park 3. But just that little brief appearance definitely gives it sort of like a cult following. It had this nice bright red head that was in and of itself sort of a callback to the Kenner days of the die-cast figures. There was a die-cast Ceratosaurus with a red head. So when they kind of did it in the movie, that was a nice touch. And then, of course, we've got a couple toys from Hasbro as well as a couple from Mattel. This is the latest one from Mattel. Is it based on a design from the show? That's hard to say without seeing it ever in the first season. At least I didn't catch it. I don't think it was in the background or anything anywhere. But the Ceratosaurus figure from Mattel is an awesome figure. Of course, I am going to have to bring in the first version of this figure that they released, just because it also has a red head. And I think these figures just look so cool next to each other, because they do have very similar sort of like striking color patterns. Different patterns, but that red head is kind of the same on both of them. Obviously, when this figure came out, it was this first one. When it came out, it was kind of the new hotness, like, wow, cool Ceratosaurus that kind of matches back to Jurassic Park 3. But honestly, getting this Camp Cretaceous one in hand, something about it makes it's my favorite Ceratosaurus figure now, for sure. I mean, I just love the darker color. The red is kind of isn't as obvious on this one, but I like how it's a little more subtle and sort of kind of fades away as it goes down the body. But overall, it is the same figure as before. It does not have the electronics that the Roarvor's version has, so sort of like a little sacrifice to make this set a little bit more affordable. But otherwise, everything else is here. It's got the articulation. You know, the arms have the hinges, the legs have rotation and hinges on them. So that's all here. That's all good. Same thing as before. The tail also rotates once you click it back, once you click it on out of the package. But otherwise, you just have that biting action with no sound, compared to the Roarvor's version. Let me see if my Roarvor's version will still roar. You'd think it hasn't been on the shelf that long. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it should sound like. But again, they took the electronics out of this one to make him, you know, a little bit more affordable in this set. I believe if this set releases, it would be $20. So $20 for a 2 attack pack figures, and this guy is a very good deal if that ever comes to pass, if it ever releases. But definitely the star of the set in my opinion. I just love the paint job. It complements the existing figure that we have already so well, and you know, I just think I think it's an improvement, and it doesn't look too cartoony or anything. And who knows, maybe if we get a second season of Camp Cretaceous, you know, maybe this one shows up and it'll be even cooler to have a figure of this. So again, this set, the Ceratosaurus Clash set, is hard to find. You definitely can't just go out and buy it right now on you know, on Walmart.com. But maybe in time it'll see a wider release and more people can get their hands on it. But that's my review of it. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'm Tim with Collect Jurassic, and thanks for watching.